Today we're diving into something truly mind-blowing: ancient civilizations and the surprising ways they connect to our modern world. These facts will completely change how you think about history. Let's get started. Fact number 1. Did you know that Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire? That's right. Oxford began teaching students around 1196, while the Aztec civilization only began to rise to power in the 1300s. So picture this. While professors were already lecturing at Oxford, the mighty Aztec Empire hadn't even been established yet. By the time Aztecs were building their magnificent capital of Tenochtitlan, Oxford had already been educating students for over 200 years. This really puts into perspective how we often think about ancient and modern in completely wrong ways. When Spanish conquistadors were amazed by the ancient Aztec civilization they encountered, their own European universities were actually much older. Fact number 2. Did you know that Machu Picchu and the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel were completed within less than a century of each other? The Inca completed the breathtaking mountain citadel of Machu Picchu around 1450. And just 62 years later, Michelangelo finished painting the Sistine Chapel ceiling in 1512. It's mind-blowing to think that while Renaissance artists were creating masterpieces in Italy, the Inca were building their architectural wonder high in the Peruvian Andes. Two completely different civilizations at their creative peaks, working at the same time but in totally different ways. Most people think of these achievements as belonging to completely separate eras of history, but they were practically contemporaries. Fact number 3. Did you know that samurai could theoretically have sent a fax to Abraham Lincoln? This one sounds completely impossible, but hear me out. The last samurai era in Japan, known as the Edo period, ended in 1868. Abraham Lincoln was assassinated in 1865. And the first fax machine? It was invented in 1843 by Alexander Bain. So technically, a Japanese samurai could have sent a fax message to President Lincoln. Of course, this didn't actually happen. Early fax machines weren't widely available, and international communications were limited. But the timeline makes it theoretically possible. This really shows how our perception of history can be distorted. We think of samurai as ancient warriors and Lincoln as a relatively modern figure, but they actually existed at the same time. Fact number 4. Did you know that ancient Egyptian honey found in tombs is still edible today? Archaeologists have discovered pots of honey in Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old, and it's still perfectly good to eat. Honey is one of the only foods that never spoils because of its unique chemical properties. It has extremely low moisture content and high acidity, creating an environment where bacteria and microorganisms simply cannot survive. The ancient Egyptians knew this and often included honey in tombs as food for the afterlife. Little did they know that their honey would outlast their civilization by thousands of years. This incredible preservation shows just how advanced ancient Egyptian knowledge was. They created something so perfect that modern science still can't improve upon it. Fact number 5. Did you know that the Roman Emperor Caligula appointed his favorite horse as a senator? In one of history's strangest power moves, Emperor Caligula allegedly made his horse, Incitatus, a senator around 40 CE. Caligula built Incitatus a marble stable, gave him a collar of precious stones, and even planned to make him a consul, one of the highest positions in the Roman government. Some historians debate whether Caligula actually went through with the appointment, or if it was just a threat to show his contempt for the Senate. Either way, it demonstrates the absolute power Roman emperors held. They could literally place a horse in government if they wanted to. This bizarre incident reminds us that even in highly advanced ancient civilizations, politics could be just as strange as anything we see today. And there you have it. 5 incredible facts that connect ancient civilizations to our modern world in unexpected ways. History isn't as neatly divided as we often think, and these surprising connections show just how complex our human timeline really is.